My name is Richard Ashton. I'm a designer and co-founder of Adapt, which I run with Josie Tucker, based in our South London studio. So Adapt is a climate club and creative studio. We use design, humour and contemporary culture to build communities and communicate a range of social issues in a new and exciting way. The Climate Club originally has always come first because we've always worked to share knowledge in a really accessible way and share it through learning ourselves. Through that, we've kind of started sharing a lot of our research. That sort of built naturally quite a lot on Instagram. We started getting a bit of a following, and that sort of was the Climate Club and the community that we're part of and all the artists that we collaborate with. And then the creative studio sort of just came alongside that. So we always try to use humour in our work. And the reason we use humour is that it sort of makes people feel relaxed, more open to learning. But then that does give us the freedom, so when we need to be a bit more serious for a particular topic, we can be a bit more hard-hitting. So before I set up Adapt, I was studying. So I was doing my BA in Interior and Spatial Design at Chelsea. And then after that, I moved to an MA, which I did part-time over 2 years, so I could work freelance at the same time. Myself and Josie, we collaborated to start Adapt together. We have different skill sets, but we tend to share pretty much everything. And then that also feeds into the way we work with other people, because there's so many people we've always wanted to work with and admired. So we just started contacting them for different projects, and then we'd find out we'd start working with them. And then they sort of became part of our community, they became friends, and then our community's just kind of grown, and we're still in contact or work with them in different ways. Earlier in 2021, we were approached by Play Nice to work on one of their latest projects, Sky's Garden. There were 6 young women who responded to a brief set by Nogalevi Rappaport, a young climate activist, to create a community space in London. And we've been working closely with them to create all the sort of branded elements, from the identity to elements in the space. And so there's a huge amount of people who are part of the project. Going to exhibitions is a big part of our working process. I went to Say You Want a Revolution exhibition at the V&A, which sort of looked at records and posters from sort of, I think it was the end of the 60s to the 70s. Social issues were communicated through music, fashion, and just general protest elements. It was a huge part of what inspired us to create the Sadness is a No-Go exhibition, which is one of the biggest projects Adapt have done, where we created a lot of pieces ourselves, but also worked with 50 artists to create different work relating to a range of climate issues. So the advice I give to any young people starting their own business is to really love what you do, be really passionate about it. Even when things are tough, just keep going, keep pushing on. And also, you don't have to take a traditional route. Uni might be the right choice for you, but at the same time, you could come out, whether it's college or school, and just start designing or making films, and always be prepared to learn new things. Like, it might be the area of design you chose, but it might not be the area of design you end up in.